Hey folks, it's Sealeaf Dojo. I hope you're all excited for Sagat's release in Street Fighter 6. I know I am, as a person who's been on the receiving end of Tiger Shots since Street Fighter 2. To commemorate this occasion, I'm going to do his combo trials in Street Fighter 4 while explaining how the character works. Hopefully, this should give you an idea of his character archetype, and if you're an old head who already knows how he works, you can laugh at my struggles and bask in some nostalgia. Some of you may ask, why aren't you doing his most recent combo trials in Street Fighter 5? Personally, I don't own him, and I'm certainly not going to buy him at this point. And lastly, the video would be 2 minutes long if I were to do that. The mechanical difficulty in Street Fighter 4 is leagues and leagues beyond anything that is Street Fighter 5 or 6. I will be struggling in a lot of these. The goal of this challenge is to complete all 24 trials. Honestly speaking, I'm not that confident considering I never completed any of these due to difficulty back when I played this. Hopefully, the experience afterwards will carry me through this. Let's give it a go. Alrighty, just like most trials, we're starting off with special moves. Before I start though, let's talk about his move speed. His walk is incredibly slow, and his stash isn't that good either. To cover this weakness, he has incredibly strong projectiles, and high Tiger Shot is done with quarter circle punch, and speed can be adjusted based on strength. Okay, well, let me go on to the next one so I can do this. I can show you the differences in speed. So this is light version, so fairly slow, medium version, and heavy version. So it's quite the difference in speed. These are pretty difficult to jump due to height that is chucked at and how different the speeds are. But the thing about these are that if the opponent's crouching, it will go over their head, so it will completely whiff. The move that covers this weakness, low Tiger Shot, which is done with quarter circle forward and kicks. And similar to the high Tiger Shot, the speed can be varied quite a lot. So in matches, low Tiger Shots would be the main projectile to zone the opponent, while high Tiger Shot is used to catch jumping opponents. So you kind of have a full screen anti-air projectile. In a way. And the messed up thing about these is that they combo well if you use the EX version because it launches the opponents into the air. So let's say if you hit an opponent with EX Tiger Shot, it all depends on spacing and height, but you can also combo with a low Tiger Shot, and in certain situations it could combo into more things. But anyways, it'll probably show up later. Tiger Uppercut. This is done with 6, 2, 3 and punch. And you could probably guess by the motion, but it is an anti-air special. And if you've noticed, the live version goes very short distance. So he's a bit hard to anti-air unless the opponent is right above you, at least for with the special. He does have techniques and other attacks to cover more horizontal distance, and we'll talk about that later because I'm pretty sure it'll show up. But anyways, the funny thing is EX version, which is his, I guess, OD equivalent in Street Fighter 6. I don't know what he's saying. It sounds like a bunch of it sounds very funny to me. It always gets me. Oh, I guess the EX version doesn't work. Okay. Anyways. There it is. Tiger Knee Crush. Nobody actually calls it Tiger Knee Crush. It's just, most people just says Tiger Knee. But anyways, this is a lunging move. 6, 2, 3 kicks. Different strengths will go different distances. I think this similar to attacks like Burning Knuckle for Terry. It'll do multiple hits when close, but if you space it, we'll do one hit. We'll show it here. So up close, it'll do one extra hit, but at farther distance, it'll do one hit. And my guess in the near version is that if you space it, you're or you do meaty, it'll probably be advantageous. At least for the lighter versions, that's my guess. Put that on the bingo card. Tiger Genocide. This is done with double quarter circle kicks. This is a super move. Okay, for anybody who came from Street Fighter 6, the meter usage is different in older games, where if you see on the bottom, there's 2 bars. So the super bar is similar to the super bar in Street Fighter 6, but both your super and EX moves are based on this instead of the drive meter. So these are gained by hitting opponents or blocking or getting hit. And to do a super art, you'll have to use all 4 bars. So you can only, unlike Street Fighter 6 where you have 3 bars and 3 different supers, you only get 1 super. For Sagat, this is what it looks like. It does this tiger knee into tiger uppercut. The funny thing is this move is rarely seen in matches because most Sagat players will opt to use EX tiger shots or FADC cancels, which we'll talk about later. So you'll rarely see this move. Next one is Tiger Destruction. Double quarter circle forward and triple kicks. So this one is called an Ultra Combo. So next to the super meter, you'll see something called the Ultra 1 Combo meter. So that's a circular bar, and this one fills up when you get hit or when you absorb hits. So this is the comeback mechanic of Street Fighter 4. Once the bar fills up past the halfway point, you see a little line there, you'll be able to activate it. And if it fills all the way, it does more damage. All right, let's see how this one goes. This is the most common one used in competitive play. Oh, it cut off the damage, but at full bar, it does usually close to half damage, so it's a pretty destructive attack. Tiger Cannon. Double quarter circle forward and triple punch. This is the other Ultra Combo. Like you see on the meter, it's now purple instead of green and has 2. So before a match starts, people can choose either 1, 2, or both. Double allows you to pick both to give you more utility, but the damage outputs of these Ultra drop pretty significantly. So it's either you pick utility or damage. Most players will choose 1 or 2 because damage is more important, and they'll change it based on their playstyle and matchup. But anyways, this is the second one, which is a full screen projectile. Decent damage, but it does, I think, significantly less than the Ultra 1. I think in competitive play, most of the time, people use Ultra 1 due to its damage and combo ability. 7th trial in, we finally get a combo. Crouching light kick to crouching medium punch. So the funny thing about this is that in Street Fighter 4, a lot of characters allowed you to go from light moves linked into stronger attacks. This is fairly rare in newer games, but it was very abundant in Street Fighter 4. Can you think about going a light low into a medium button in Street Fighter 6? Probably never will happen unless it's a target combo. But anyways. Very common in this game. Speaking of light into heavy buttons, we're going from standing light punch to standing heavy kick. Wild. The saving grace, at least for this game, is that these links are incredibly difficult in most cases. In newer games, there's a buffer, usually a universal buffer for most of these types of links. I think it's 3 for Street Fighter 5 and 6. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. So it's usually not very difficult to do. But in Street Fighter 4, you did not have that grace. So a lot of times there were 1 or 2 frame links. But there are techniques to increase that, and that is called plinking, where you piano a heavy button first, then the next strength afterwards. So in this case, I'm going to be plinking heavy kick to medium kick, and this will add 1 frame window to any link. So I'm not really sure how small the window is on this one. I'm assuming it's very small because it's not even coming out. There it goes. But plinking makes that as an extra 1 frame, and it eases execution ever so slightly. Standing medium punch to tiger uppercut. This one should be very easy. There it goes. Standard cancel, no problem. Crouching medium kick to high tiger shot. Yes, he has cancelable lows. I'm assuming this is going to stay in Street Fighter 6. I'm pretty sure he'll have one. Another simple one. Crouching medium punch to double core circle kicks. So, canceling normals to supers. Classic jump in to a special attack. The classic 3-piece. This should be simple. Yes. So far, pretty easy, pretty smooth. Jumping heavy kick, crouching medium kick, tiger knee to super. It's interesting about this one is tiger knee looks like he's in the air, but at certain points you can cancel to his grounded super. Oops, doing it too fast. There he goes. I'm not sure if he could cancel F once on his second hit. You know what? I'm curious, so we're gonna check it out. Forward heavy kick into ultra. You know how earlier I was talking about how tiger uppercut's horizontal distance is not very good? This is one of those anti-air command normals that covers that horizontal distance. He does a lunging forward attack. That kicks very high. Crazy how high that goes. But anyways, if you get the right distance and get the right height, you can combo in itself for massive damage. Crazy. Anti-air. That was an anti-air damage. That's nutty. My guess is that high kick will make it in Street Fighter 6, but I'm gonna guess it won't combo into itself. If it did, that'd be wild. I think it'll be similar to Chun-Li's standing heavy kick. Jump in, standing medium punch, EX tiger shot to EX tiger uppercut. I don't think this will combo this screen. This sounds like a corner combo. Yeah. You know, it's kind of wild that you could launch an opponent with a projectile in combo afterwards, but that is the character. Ooh, he's whiffing though. Interesting. Okay. It doesn't have to be at the corner. Oh, it has to be way at the corner. Seems like a combo trial only combo. I can't see myself doing this in a match. Super into ultra. I totally forgot that you can do this in this game. I guess I should explain a little bit. Supers, just like supers in Street Fighter 6, you can cancel from a normal, a special attack, like we saw earlier with the tiger knee. So there's a lot of ways to combo into super. But ultras, on the other hand, you cannot do that. You cannot cancel a normal into an ultra or a special into an ultra. So they all have to be links. But Tiger Genocide launches the opponent really high in the air. So I guess it gives enough recovery for Sagat to do an ultra. So let's try it. I wonder if I can match this. I might not be able to match this. I want to see the damage, so we'll wait for the... Yeah, jeez. It's not counting the last few hits because of how the trial system works, but it does. It seems like it'll do 60-70%. That is wild. The ultimate cash out. Another simple one. Jump in. crouch to super. So you're 3-piece, but you're using all your meter. I'm actually having trouble. Oh, it's a link. It's not a cancel. You can't cancel from crouching hard punch. Interesting. I'm doing it way too early. Way too early. There he goes. It's a link. Dude, how long is the hit stun on crouching hard punch? Jump in, light, tiger uppercut, and focus cancel. Alright, we finally got our first FADC. I guess I should explain the mechanic that's unique to this game. If you press medium kick and medium punch at the same time, you'll do a universal attack. The special thing about this is that you can hold it down to charge it. And there's 3 levels to it. Level 1, where you immediately release, it's no different than a normal strike. But if you hold it down a little bit, you can crumple the opponent, which usually leads to a full combo. And if you charge it all the way, it will crumple the enemy and also become an unblockable. You know what this reminds me of? Drive Impact, because you know what? It also has armor. It only has 1 hit armor though. Well, unless you do a special version. Won't cover it. This red version, it uses 2 bars though. But anyways, very similar to Drive Impact. But the special thing about this one is that you can dash cancel in the middle of it. So let's say you're charging, you can backdash to make a feint, forward dash. And the other thing about this is that if you use 2 bars, you can cancel any normal or certain specials into this attack. Oh. So you notice I use 2 bars and I'm canceling a standing medium punch and focus attack. And what this leads to is extension of combos and pressure. In this case will be focus attack, dash canceling. I'm just going to call it short for FADC from now on. So upper tiger cut, FADC into ultra. So if you notice, I'm doing tiger uppercut, then canceling into FADC. I'm then canceling that focus attack startup with a dash. So that's what an FADC is. So we're doing, you notice I go yellow, use 2 bars and dashing forward. So this gives me a little bit of time to extend the combo. And I talked about this earlier, where ultras are hard to combo because most of the time it requires links. And you can't cancel from a normal, you can't cancel from a special. So FADC is most of the time used when comboing to ultras. Now, we have to do this from a jump in. The funny thing about this is that the crouching light kick to crouching light kick is also a link. So I gotta time these as well. So this is another difficult part about Street Fighter 4. A lot of the lights, some of them do chain cancel, but a lot of them do not. So these are all manually timed. Alrighty, let's give it a go. Oh, and I've just noticed that this combo doesn't work in the corner, so we gotta move it out every single time. I keep getting super. Oh, this is very annoying. There it goes. Ooh, the rough part was that I was holding the focus. I was doing the focus attack way too early. I was getting super cancels instead of the focus attack. But anyways, a little bit rough, but not too bad. Low step kick, crouching light punch, tiger knee to tiger genocide. Low step kick. Low step kick is the opposite of high step kick we were using earlier. And if you could guess by the name, It's a lunging low kick. Look at that range. Yes, it's actually a low, so people have to crouch block it. So you have to worry about this at this range. Man, that's insane range. And not only the range and the low hitting property, this move can be kara cancelled, which is empty cancel in Japanese, which means I can cancel the startup to a special move. For example, if I wanted to do a long range Tiger Knee, I can cancel the startup of it and use that forward lunging momentum into a Tiger Knee. So if I were to just raw Tiger Knee, this is usually how far it goes. But if I add in the lunge, of the low step kick, I can increase this range. There it goes. It goes a lot farther. And you can do this with other specials. So I talked about the limited horizontal range of Sagat's Tiger Uppercut. But if you add this low step kick, it can go a bit farther. So this covers a lot of range. Obviously, the start of the low step kick will add a few frames to the Tiger Uppercut, but it's very useful when opponents jump at you at a very far range, thinking that you have no options to anti-air. So you could do something like when they jump forward at you. So this makes opponent even think about jumping forward at almost full screen, which is a cool aspect of it. And you could also do this with projectiles to inch forward while throwing projectiles, which I think is very strong. Oh, it's a little bit more difficult, but there it goes. You can do stuff like that. So this gives Sagat a lot of threat while adjusting horizontal spacing. I'm pretty sure we won't get this in Street Fighter 6 though. We haven't had much of a kara cancel of anything in that game. Now, despite all of this said, the kara cancel has nothing to do with this combo, so it's just a link. Low step kick, crouching light punch to Tiger Knee. So this is gonna be a little bit difficult because the low step kick to crouching light punch is a fairly small link. See, it's not even coming out. And earlier, I was talking about using the plink technique to increase a frame in links. Gosh, this might be a one frame link. I'm not really sure. It feels like at least minimum of 1 or 2. Oh, that is really difficult. Since light punch has no weaker strength, I cannot do the plinking technique. I've heard that you can plink with the option, the select button, but the select button in challenges goes to show input, so I can't do it. I have never confirmed this. I've heard that it can be done, so take that with a grain of salt. I've heard players like Sagat using it for light punch one frame links, but we do not have that luxury for this one. So it's manually timed 1 or 2 frame link. That's what it feels like. There it goes. So, I think the difficult part of that was trying to do the DP input after the crouching light punch, the 63 input. The cancel window for light punch is incredibly small. And going from crouching light punch to forward, down, forward, is really difficult. So, what I did was hold forward after the low step kick, then went to down for the crouching light punch, and then immediately to Tiger Knee. So I was using the low step kick forward input as part of the DP motion. So this is a very useful fighting game technique if you're playing games with motion inputs, to overlap inputs so that you don't have to do all the inputs at the last second. Crouching medium kick, low tiger shot, FADC, crouching medium punch to Tiger Knee. Okay. This is what we talked about FADC earlier. To extend combos. Wait a second. I did it though. Oh no. It's not focus attack dash cancel. It's using the focus attack. But level 1 focus attack doesn't have much hit stun. So you'll never combo after a like immediate release on focus attack. You have to charge it. Level 2 gives you that slight crumple we were talking about earlier, right? So we have to manually charge level 2. Oh my. Ew. So you gotta do that. Oh, I got it. Wow, got it on the first try. See. Oh no, I had it on the first. No. Dude, this is. What? Wait a second. Wait, why is it hitting when I do... There it goes. Oh! I don't know how many frames that is. The window is, it felt very small. Jump in, light, medium, EX Tiger Uppercut to Ultra. Oh, yeah, totally forgot about this. EX Tiger Uppercut has enough recovery that you could link into Ultra. I remember this being very tight though. Yeah, I wonder if we can mash it. Yeah, okay. I could kind of mash it. All right, let's give it a go. Oh, too late. Maybe I should mash. Wow, okay, I might have to time it because the mashing's not coming out. Alright, do we get it? Do we get it? There it goes. Very nice. The link between crouching light kick to crouching medium punch was a little bit difficult, but for the people who's watching my inputs, I played medium punch and light punch, so that made it a little bit easier. Alright, we are on trial 22. Only 3 more left. It has been mostly smooth so far. I'm actually very happy with the progress, but I also remember the last 3 being stupidly hard for a lot of the characters. So hopefully we could pull through. But anyways, so we're doing light, medium, tiger shot to, I believe, yes, this focus cancel, so FADC to light, medium into tiger uppercut. This doesn't look too bad, but we've gone through the string earlier. Light kick to crouch medium punch. The link here is really tough. Okay, let's give it a go. There it goes. Woo! Jump in. Light. EX Tiger Shot FADC to Ultra. It's actually the first time we're comboing into his Ultra 2, which is a projectile. This also looks fairly straightforward, but you see the standing light punch, crouching light kick to crouch light kick. These are all links. So these aren't These aren't chain castles. Yeah, so I gotta time these. This is gonna be the rough part. This is the biggest challenge here, is the light, because the timing between light punch to crouching light kick is different from crouching light kick to crouching light kick. So I have to change timing. It's not like one set rhythm for all 3 buttons. So that's gonna be the roughest part of this combo. No, I did the wrong ultra. I was, since we've been doing triple kicks the entire time, I just, oh. There we go. I think we got it. I think we got it. Nice. Okay. Not bad, not bad. We are here, everybody. Last trial, level 24. Crouching medium punch, tiger shot, low tiger shot, FADC, crouching medium punch, crouching light punch, heavy tiger uppercut, FADC to ultra. So there's 2 FADC in this combo. So we're using the entirety of the 4 bars. This doesn't look too bad, but I'm looking at the crouching medium punch to crouching light punch. I think this link is gonna be stupid. Oh yeah, this is gonna be. This might be 1 frame. This feels like 1 frame. It's I don't think it's bigger than 2. Okay. I hate how it's in the middle of the combo and not at the beginning. Dude, I'm pressing buttons but nothing's coming out. You hear this? You hear the button noise? You also see the input? It's not coming out. Oh, this is so awkward. The timing is incredibly awkward. Oh my gosh. And I can't blink it either. Alrighty, let's give it a go. No, it didn't come out. Dude, come on. Dude. Oh god, I did this. I did the same thing as earlier. I did the Tiger Destruction instead of Tiger Cannon. Oh man. There it goes. We got it. We got it. Let's go. Whew. And there we have it, everybody. We got all 24 trials for Sagat. As for Afterthought, the hardest one for me was probably the last one and number 22 because of the really weird timing links in between. Number 22 definitely the most annoying because there's 2 of them in the beginning and in the middle of it. But otherwise, it was not as bad as I remember it to be. It's probably because I'm probably a better player now. But yeah, this felt kind of fair. Definitely hard. Probably won't be doing this in real match. You know what? Before I end this video, the combos that defined Sagat, especially in the vanilla Street Fighter 4 days. Here, let me show you. By the way, alternate skin 2 for Sagat. I actually really like this one. The combo I'm going to introduce you is called the Warosu Combo in Japanese. Warosu is a nest slang from the early 2000s where it's used when you see something funny online. So, like for example, if you read a forum post and it made you chuckle, people typed in Warosu Warosu. Now, this combo starts off with Tiger Uppercut. Jeez, that does so much damage in this version. And the thing about this is that unlike Street Fighter 3, 5, or 6, non-EX version or non-meter versions are still invincible. So it's very likely that somebody could do this as a wake-up option. And the crazy part about this game is that you could focus attack. Yeah, you could FADC. And I think in the vanilla version, if you FADC forward dash on block, it's even for Sagat. So not only is it not punishable, it's also not negative from an invincible attack. So let's say it's near the end of the round, you got Sagat to very low health, and you're one mix-up away from winning. You get a knockdown. It's your perfect opportunity. You go for a meaty attack when Sagat has full ultra meter and 2 bars, which is an incredibly likely case near the end. This is what happens. Look at that damage. This is off an invincible reversal that cannot be punished. This is why it was called the Warosu Combo. You get hit and all you think is ahaha, funny, funny, in a very, very sarcastic tone. But anyways, this was what it was like in the vanilla days of Street Fighter 4. I am so glad that we don't have combos off invisible reversals. Well. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I might make one for Viper. Actually, I really don't want to. For the people who know, they know. It's a stupidly hard character. But if you want to see me suffer and you like this kind of stuff, let me know in the comments. If I'm brave enough, I might actually try it. Please don't. And as always, until next time, have fun with fighting games.